Hey guys, just wanted to come up with a new video, little gunsmithing video for you. This is a Model 69A 22 long rifle that my dad just picked up, and it's pretty old. Gonna try to get the camera to focus on it here, but it's a Winchester. Model 69A, 22 short, long, or long rifle. It's an oldie, and it's been around. There's some dings in it, and a lot of what somebody has done, or previous owners have done here, is all these drill holes. There's so many. There's multiple drill holes here. And what I would like to do is, when they were drilled and tapped, they weren't even drilled and tapped properly. The scope was sitting on the barrel, sort of like canted like this. So what we'd like to do is we'd like to go ahead and plug weld these holes here, and sort of reuse the initial area for mounting the scope here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug weld at least these ones initially, and I'm going to do that with my TIG welder. Here's my TIG torch. I'm going to start out with about 30 amps, DC negative, and use a little. I'm probably going to have to use a little filler rod here, a little 1/16 filler rod here, and just get these plugged up. So let's go ahead and let's try our first one here. Here we go. Yeah, as I suspected, we're definitely going to need some more amperage here. I'm going to crank it up to about 75 amps and see what that gets us. Now hopefully I got enough of that bluing off of there so it's not going to contaminate our weld. Yeah, I think 75 amps is still a little too small of an amperage. I'm going to crank it up even a little bit more here. I'm probably around 80 amps right now, 85 amps. And that pretty much did it, guys. Okay? So there's our first plug weld. I can see that there's a little bit of contamination in there, and that might be because of the thread. There might have been a little gunk in the threads, but that's okay. I'll come back to that one and I'll kind of reheat it again, and we'll probably burn some of that contamination out. So we go ahead to the next one. Alright guys, there's our second one, and you can see it's smoking. That's telling me that there's oil dripping down in there and stuff like that. There's a little oil in those threads. So let's go ahead and get our last ones done here. You can see that one got pretty well done, though. I mean, that's pretty flush there. Let me see if I can get a close-up on it for you guys. Crank it over here. Sorry, we got a little wiggle factor. It's not going to focus for us, and I'm sorry. I'll try to get a little bit more of a close-up when we get done. But the second one laid down real good there. I was really happy with the second one. First one's kind of, like I said, a little bit more raised, but we had to expect that because we were kind of just getting our arc force tuned up. So let's go ahead and get our third one here. I'm going to go ahead and turn the barrel. It looks like it moved a little bit on me. Again, these weren't the best of drilled holes here, so. I always like to keep my TIG torch right over top of the weld for a little bit longer because the weld pool is solidifying. I'm still getting argon out of the end of my tip here, and that's shielding my metal from the atmosphere from becoming contaminated. So that's why I kind of keep the TIG torch over top of it for a couple seconds. Alright, now like I said, let me kind of go back over top of that first one. I'll see if I can't burn some of those contaminants out. Not sure how well the camera's picking up on it, but right in the center of this puddle was just a little inclusion, there's some porosity. I can see a little air bubble there. So let me see if I can't burn that flat a little bit for us. It's better, but I think I could do even better. Let me give me one more try here. A lot of porosity in this one for some reason. A lot of gunk in this one. So it's, I don't know if you saw it, but at the very end there, it kind of fizzled, kind of flittered. And that's just all that crap coming up out of the top of the weld puddle. And now I got this little divot here in the center of the weld puddle. Let me just try to fill that. Had a little fizzle at the end there. All that stuff kind of popped out of there and jumped on my tungsten. This is contaminated tungsten now. I'm going to have to regrind that. But we did get our weld finished before that happened, so I'm happy about that. I don't have to take the break to grind my tungsten because we did finish our weld, and it came out really good. I'm really happy with that result. Alright guys, so let me see if I can get the camera up here a little bit closer for you so you can get a look at it and see where we're at here. And gosh, that looks pretty doggone good to me. They're plugged, got a nice smooth finish. All of the lines are the same. So yeah, I'm happy with this result. We'll put a little bluing on this, and you'll never even know that there was holes ever there. So that's how I like to plug weld the. You know, if I have to do plug welds, that's the way I prefer to do it, guys. Let me turn my argon off here. Bleed my gauges. Turn my helmet off here. And turn my welder off so you can actually hear me talk. But anyhow, yeah, so I'm very pleased with that. That came out great, guys, and that's the way I like to plug weld if I have to plug weld a hole in a barrel or something like that. That's the way I prefer to do it. Works out really well for me like that. I like using the TIG torch. I get really good results with it. So again, here, let's take one more look at it. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. That looks great. I might be able to get a little bit closer here for you guys. Okay. So yeah, so all right, we got those holes plugged, and the next thing I think I want to do to this barrel is I think I want to recrown it. So that we'll make that a different video. Anyhow, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully, you know, if you didn't know, maybe you learned a little something, and if you did know, then you know, maybe you know, you saw something in my technique that you might want to apply in your technique or whatever. But hopefully, you know, you guys learned a little something, and yours turns out better than mine. So that's my hope anyway. So, but this is going to go a long way to restoring this old rifle. Like I said, we got a few more things we want to do to it, but we got those old nasty holes plugged up and looking pretty good. You know what we should do though? Let's just touch it with a little blue, just so we can see the difference with when we get a little blue on it before we sign off here. Let's just go ahead and do it for the heck of it, so we can get an idea of what it's going to be like. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this Birchwood Casey, you know, Insta Blue stuff here, cold bluing stuff here. See if I can find it. See if I can find a little paper towel. This will work. Just give it a little oxidization here. Gosh, guys, that sure does look good, doesn't it? I'm sure happy with that. Let me hit it one more time here. There you have it. I can't tell that there was ever holes there. So, like I said, thanks for watching, guys, and really appreciate everybody watching and enjoying my videos, and thank you to all my subscribers and everybody that's watching. And like I said, you know, hopefully, if you didn't know how to TIG weld and plug a hole, now you do, and hopefully yours turns out better than mine did. So anyhow, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more gunsmithing on this barrel.